We're here today for groundbreaking to celebrate the beginning of the construction of the Candy Bomber Education Center, which will be here at Spanish Fork Airport, the friendliest airport in America. We're proud that we're able to have the opportunity to be part of the growing and vibrant community that's here at the airport. It's certainly a jewel that is here for Spanish Fork as a community and wonderful place, and we're really excited to be able to be here. We're building the Candy Bomber Education Center to be able to perpetuate the legacy, the values, the ethics of Gail Halvorson, the Berlin Candy Bomber. Gail was a resident of Spanish Fork for many years, and Gail loved this area. And so as we were initially forming and making plans for building this structure, we chose Spanish Fork right off the top of the bat because Gail had a great love for this community, had a great love for the children here. So what we're going to do with this building is there will be space for memorabilia where we'll tell the Candy Bomber story and also be able to tell the story of humanitarian airlift, something that's nearly unique about our Air Force is that one of their planning factors as they go into any kind of an operation, they're considering how they can do humanitarian service. And it ties back to the heritage that comes from the Berlin Candy Bomber 75 years ago. And it continues today in our force and continues today in our community. This is something that is native, I think, in our culture, something that is valuable for us to not only remember, but to perpetuate. So Gail Halvorson came from very humble beginnings, lived in a farm up in Garland by Tremonton, didn't have indoor plumbing, didn't have power when he was a kid, was able to get training to become a pilot just before World War II and wanted to be a fighter pilot. But the week when he was coming through, they needed cargo pilots, and so he became a cargo pilot. And immediately after the war, he volunteered to assist in Operation Vittles that brought food and energy supplies to West Berlin when it was blockaded by the Soviet Union. As part of this blockade, he met some children that was impressed by their interest and curiosity. And what he wound up doing was dropping candy bars from his plane to the children to give them hope. You can feed the body easy, feeding the soul takes a little extra touch. And so Gail did the extra, he went the extra mile. That was what he's most known for, as being Berlin Candy Bomber. He later had a very successful career in the Air Force Space, was an engineer. When he retired from the Air Force, he came to Utah Valley and was the Dean of Students at Brigham Young University. But he was first and foremost a humanitarian. There were no strangers in Gail Halvorson's presence because he made friends with everybody. It didn't matter who you were, where you came from. He loved people, and it showed.